Hey everyone, it's Laura here, and today I am also part of the Create a Smile August release block hop. This is a very special one because Create a Smile Stamps asked for challenge suggestions, and then each participant of the block hop had to pick one challenge and make a card inspired by it. So the challenge that I picked is this one from Clara Zeta Keaton. And she said an encouragement card for sick children. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be using the new stamp set, and this is the Your View stamp set from Create a Smile. So first I'm going to stamp a background using these little flowers. So I already have a piece of white cardstock. This measures 4 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp the little flowers using 3 different inks, and these are all Hero Arts inks. First I'm going to stamp the flowers using Mint Julep. And now I'm going to stamp the flowers using Soft Cantaloupe ink from Hero Arts. And I'm going to let the flowers overlap a little bit. And then last but not least, I'm going to stamp some flowers using Bubblegum Hero Arts ink. This is just such a beautiful, bright pink color. I just finished stamping the whole flower background and it looks super bright and happy. I just really like how that turned out. So now I'm going to use the stamp set again and the piece of Simon's Stamp Ultra Heavyweight cardstock. And I'm going to stamp the little cat image. So I'm going to mount that on an acrylic block. And I'm going to stamp it onto the paper using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So now I'm going to do some Spectrum Noir coloring. And I'm going to do this very easy and simple. So I'm using IG1 first, and I'm just adding it as a base. So this is the lightest color, and I always add my lightest color first. So I'm going to add that over here. Okay. Then I'm going in with the darkest color, and that is IG4. And I'm just going to add this color where I just want my image to be the darkest. So you could work with like shadows, but I'm just really not good at that. So I just usually go around the whole image using my marker. Okay, then I'm going to use the medium color, and this is IG2. And I'm just going to kind of flick the marker, and I'm bringing it to the inside of the image. And then I'm going back in with the lightest color, IG1, to blend everything together. So I'm just using my marker and I'm going from the outside to the inside of the image to blend everything together. Then I'm going to do the inside of the cat's ears and then also its little nose using FS3. Now I'm going to be coloring the little sunshine, and for the center of the sunshine I'm only going to work with 2 colors. First I'm going to use CT1. So I'm just going in with the marker. And then I'm going to use the darkest color, which is CT2. And I'm going to add it to the edges of the little sunshine. And then I'm going back in with CT1. And I'm going to flick my brush again to blend those 2 colors together very nicely. There we go. So now I'm going to do the outside of the sunshine image. And I'm going to use CT4 first. Then I'm going in with the darkest color, and this is OR1. I'm going to stamp the frame from the stamp set on some white paper using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm going to mask off the borders of the frame. This could also be a window. You could use it as a frame or a window. But I'm going to mask off the edges of the frame or the window using some post-it tape. We're going to do something very fun. I cut some strips of masking paper and I'm going to kind of create my own sunburst stencil. I have been wanting to use a sunburst stencil for such a long time now, and it was just always out of stock. But now I'm going to create my own. So I have some little pieces of masking tape, and this is from Eclipse, and I'm just going to adhere them onto the card, well, onto the frame in a sunburst kind of pattern. And then I'm going to use some Wendy Vecchi white embossing paste and also a scraper tool. And I want the rays to be the same color as the little sun image. So I'm going to use a CT4 Spectrum Noir marker to color the embossing paste. So I'm going to add some of the marker onto my craft sheet. And then I'm going to mix that up with the paste. And then I'm going to put that onto the paper. Okay, so now I'm going to remove all the masks. So first I'm going to remove the sun ray masks. And I'm removing that very carefully because I don't want to mess up the embossing paste. So now I grabbed some of my favorite glittery embossing powder. This is a Neutral Ultra Shimmer Wow Embossing Powder. And I'm going to sprinkle that on the wet embossing paste. But I'm not going to heat set it immediately. I'm just going to let it set for about half an hour. I just want to let the embossing paste dry first. So the embossing paste is still drying, but I just want to do some coloring already. I'm going to color that frame, and I'm just a little bit, well, weird because I just want the frame to match the flowers perfectly. So I'm going to press my soft cantaloupe ink pad from Hero Arts onto an acrylic block, and I'm going to color my frame using dye ink. You could use a blender pen for it, and I am using my blender from the Spectrum Noir markers. So I tried it out and it won't harm your tip. You can just clean it off. So when you like scribble it, you can just clean it off and then it's all clean. So I'm going to pick up a lot of the ink and I'm just going to start coloring the frame. And you will need to scribble your marker a lot on the acrylic block, but I just really like it, and the color looks just really soft, and yeah, I just really like it. So I will definitely try it out. So now it's time to heat set the embossing paste. So I'm just going to use my heat gun. I'm going to adhere the frame using some foam tape, and I'm going to adhere it onto the flower stamped piece. There we go. And then I'm also going to adhere the little sun image, and I'm also doing that using glossy accents, using foam adhesive, I mean. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp the Sending Sunshine greeting from the same stamp set. And I'm stamping it using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink again. Over here I have a standard A2 card, and I cut it out with some mint cardstock from Sinus' stamp. So now I'm going to adhere the flower piece onto the card using my Tombow stamp runner. Okay, I'm just going to add a coat of glossy accents on the inside of the sun, and I'm going to add a little bit of some glitter using my Wink of Stella glitter pen. There we go, and then I'm going to add the glossy accents. I quickly adhered some 4 and 6 millimeter Pretty Pink Posh sparkling clear sequins on this card. So that finishes up the card for the Create a Smile Stamps August release block hop. Be sure to visit my blog for all the details about this block hop. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very soon. Bye!